How long would it take to write an entire thesis using AI? Let's find out. So first I go to Consensus, which is the best AI to search for papers. I wrote the research I want to do, which is what are the differences between the European Union approach to the American approach regarding Iran in the last 20 years. It's a friend of mine who called me. She was freaking out. She needed that paper in about 2 weeks. Since I've been prompting AI for at least 2 years now, I wanted to see it as a challenge and see how long would it take for me. So what's good is that you have the title of the paper and you also have the quote inside the paper that could technically answer your research question. So here we have this paper and this answer. If you click on it, you have some key takeaway and you have the abstract and you have all of the references right below. I can export everything in the CSV. Wow, that is something new. They used to not have this. Let's check if it's actually good. Wow, that is exactly what we need. I used to use Consensus by scrolling this entire page, okay? But now I can just click on download CSV and I just exported everything, all of the details. Once this is done, we just have to go here. We have 10 papers already, and I have all of the DOI. The DOI number is something that identifies all of the papers. So we're just gonna copy it and go to Sci-Hub. Sci-Hub is a pirate website that just get rid of the paywall of any paper because you don't want to pay for all of that, right? Boom. We have the entire paper and we can download it. We don't pay for any of that. We have another one and we just download it. So that's gonna be number 2. God, I love Sci-Hub. Sci-Hub is the best. So I need to write 22 pages, which is roughly 6,000 words. And we're gonna do it using Consensus, ChatGPT, maybe a little bit of Perplexity, and definitely Sci-Hub. So I can extract those PDF and then feed it to ChatGPT so we can extract what we need. So we have 4 so far. I'm gonna ask a different question to Consensus. Just European approach regarding Iran. And then I'll just say the US approach regarding Iran in the last 20 years. Maybe we're gonna extract some more. I'm just using AI. I'm not doing any foreign policy studies. Just wanna see if I can make one using AI as fast as possible and as good as possible. So I'm just gonna open a new one here. And you always want to go for the DOI, but I need to see if we have the same stuff or not. So I'm just going to copy that, put it here. Do we have the same kind of stuff? So I'm going to go back here, DOI again. I'm going to copy that, Sci-Hub again. And again, we're just trying to get, I think, at least 10 papers. So there is this one. Then copy Sci-Hub. If Sci-Hub keeps loading infinitely, there's a high chance it's just buggy and it's just not gonna work. See, this kind of loading. I just know I won't get through. All right, now we're gonna ask the same question, but this time it's the US approach regarding Iran in the last 20 years. Yes. Export CSV. I am speed running this like my life is on the line. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is some pretty cool topic, but yeah, didn't feel that way when I was writing it. Again, DOI, and we just pray that Sci-Hub can give it to us. So, nope. This one, I think this one's not gonna work. Yep. And then this one also looks weird because it's journal. Yay! We already have like close than 10, which is I think more than enough to make a 20 pages paper. Okay, let's check what we have.
What's your plan to go to ChatGPT?
Yeah, my plan is once we have this, I don't have to analyze all of those papers. I'm just going to ask ChatGPT to extract the gold from all of those papers and just to find out what we can do with all of this. ChatGPT is probably better at processing PDFs, and you can process multiple PDFs all at once. So my best take is that it's better. Also, if you check the leaderboard of LMSYS, as of now, ChatGPT is better. It just got better than most of them. So we're back. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 papers And now we need to go on ChatGPT and find out how to do it. So I still have all the quotes that is usable right here, if it's ever needed. I want to ask ChatGPT. So I'm going to start with the role of ChatGPT, the context, and what's the mission, and then a step-by-step process called chain of thought prompting. So you are a PhD professor who wants to write a paper about the difference between the European and the US approach regarding Iran in the last 20 years in foreign policy. You want to write that's the role, that's the context. Then I'd like to know if I can actually just upload all of the papers. I wonder if it's possible. I think it's not. Let's find out. Can I just upload all of them? Whoa. Apparently, yes. So back in my days, we couldn't do that. But now I can just upload all of the PDFs? Okay. I uploaded all of the necessary PDFs for you to write your paper. Follow these steps strictly. Step 1, read all of the PDFs and think about a strategy to write the paper. Step 2, make a table of contents with an introduction, a conclusion, and 2 bigger part and 2 smaller part for each bigger part. That's 10 sections in total. Take a deep breath and work on this step by step. That's a little trick that makes the chain of thought prompting better. It should be good. Let's test. It's going to take a while to read the documents to understand what's going on. Okay, so now we have 10 parts, and I said I need to write 22 pages of that. Let's say 20 pages. 20 pages, how many words is 20 pages? I know that my friend is using double spaced, so that's 5,000 words. It means that we need to do 500 words per sections, introduction and all of them. So, right after carefully reading my PDFs, write the introduction within. I'm going to say more because there's something to know about ChatGPT or any other LLM is that if you ask for specifically 500 words, they're not going to do it. It's not working that way. You cannot just say, I want this many characters, I want this many words. The LLM is just not going to do it. So write the introduction within with 1,000 words, and I'm pretty sure it's going to do a little bit less, which is exactly what I want. Oh, I forgot to say, remember, you are a PhD professor in foreign policy. Respects their style. Let's say you're even Harvard. It's my face when I'm pretending like I'm a PhD in Harvard. Yeah, you can, the editor can put a long beard and I'm like, yeah, heard about that. Remember those moments. They were not fun. Wow, ChatGPT just got so much better. So that video, that concept was one of my first video on YouTube. And at that time, ChatGPT was just not as good. It was not even close. It keeps going. It doesn't stop. Wow. Okay, that's just the introduction. And I did say 1,000 words, but I don't think it was an actual introduction. Let's see how many words was that. We're just going to use a word counter, which I think we should use, by the way. Copy that, word counter. And we said we wanted something roughly 500. Okay, we got 1,263 words. What the actual? So it's great. It does not sound like an academic PhD paper. Make it twice smaller, but much closer to the Harvard style of writing papers. Also, it does not feel like an introduction of a paper. Okay, I think this version is going to be much better. Hopefully, the entire context window of ChatGPT within one chat is going to be big enough for us to write the entire thesis. So the problem is that you have a limit. It's called the context window. It's roughly 128,000 tokens, which should be enough, but hopefully we're going to make it. So just going to go here, paste it, 500 words. We got this, okay? We got this. So awesome. Now the thing is, introduction is written. Okay, I'm just going to copy it. But the rest is going to be slightly harder. Why? Because now we need to add quotes. And well, quotes is much harder to do, right? So I'm just going to put this introduction. We already have, we're going to double space it. We're going to do it like it's an actual paper. So it's Time New Roman. It's usually 11. And double space that, which I forgot where it is. Double. I'm going to keep the sentence just in case. We already have 2 pages. We need 18 more. All right. So now I want to say, great. Remember that our table of contents is the following. I'm just going to copy paste the table of content from before, just because I want to make sure he remembers the table of contents. So that's the table of content right here. And I'm going to put it somewhere. Probably going to put it here, just so that we have it. You know, the table of content shouldn't be double spaced because then it's a nightmare. And for that, I need to go here and go for single. And also, I should make it smaller. Perfect. So it's actually going to start here. Perfect. So we have introduction, all of that. And that's the entire table of contents. I'm going to copy it. Go to ChatGPT and say, remember the table of contents is the following. Let's focus. You already wrote the introduction right above. Now you focus on the second part. I want you to write it to start by extracting all of the relevant quotes you will be using inside part 2 from the PDF I shared before. You cannot use any other PDF or invent a new study. Hopefully it's going to work. We're going to check it. See, it's reading the documents, extracting all of the relevant quotes. Okay. Wow. All right. Did it follow the actual thing on number 2? Early post-revolution period, emergence of the nuclear issue. Yes. Perfect. Now write the second part. within 500 to 700 words. I told you it's not going to be precise, and it's okay, using all of these quotes. Like the PhD Harvard professor that you are. I mean, I have to read 22 pages about the differences between the European Union approach and the US approach to Iran, but it sounds pretty good to me, you know? So we're going to copy that. We're going to go at the bottom and just paste it. So we already have 4 pages, which is exactly what we wanted. Oh, I didn't check the amount of words that was. Let's check word counter. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 500. Look at me. Look at me in the eyes. 686. Okay, it's fine. And to be honest, like, yeah, I'm just going to do the same stuff that I prompted before, but this time I'm going to say focus on the third part. Oh no, maybe I should say to extract, and then I should say don't start writing the third part until I tell you so. That's fine. That's a little mistake. But we're good. We're chilling. Okay. And now we just go back up. Perfect. Now write the third part. I mean, after that, I'll have 6 pages out of 20 with quotes from 10 papers that I didn't read. Okay, sure. Why not? How many words on that one? 700. I'm just gonna be fancy because, as you can tell, I'm putting a lot of work into this. Just gonna take this and just do that, and we're good. We have 7 pages of pure gold, technically. I should check, but it feels like it's pretty good. I won't lie to you. If I had hours to do it, and if I had also a thesis to write, I'll probably check every step, but do I want to now? Not really. So, 4th part. Let's go. Reading the document. I wonder what's the limit of the documents we can put. We should check, wait, let's check 1, because I know how people are going to be in the comment section being like, yeah, but you didn't check. Okay, let's check. That is Yazdani 2006. I'm going to open the PDF right here. Control F. Please tell me it exists. Look, that's the exact sentence. The Bush administration embarked upon a military invasion. The Bush administration embarked upon a military invasion. It's working. It's working. Let's go. So we're just going to go up, and I'm going to say 4th part. And like a boss, I just wait. Does it use all of the quotes? So we have 1, 2, 3 quotes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1 missing. Sure, like sure. It's okay. Copy that. And boom. And again, I'm going to do the fancy thing, which is this. It's right here. Okay. Did I told you to stop that? Like, no, we're not stopping ever. Now it's part 5. Just gonna go up. Just gonna copy that again. I'm just gonna say part 5. And now I'm just gonna copy the other thing because I can trust it. Copy that. Go at the bottom. Hopefully it uses enough. Yes, it's another one. It works. Fascinating. Just fascinating. So I don't lose time, because clearly it takes too long, right? I'm just going to do this. I'm going to prepare it, then copy it, and then paste it here, and just get rid of that 1 sentence. We have 12 pages. 12 pages. I'm going to finish it. I thought it would take me like 2 hours, 4 hours, you know? I think it's going to take me 1. It's been like 38 minutes. Part 6. And again, prepping. copying this, pasting it here, 6 part, boom. Technically, if I wanted to be a step even further, 10 papers maybe does not cut it. Maybe I would have to add 20, 30 papers. Maybe I shouldn't tell ChatGPT, read all of the documents and then do it. Maybe I should do it one by one. But for my purpose, here I think it works. It's going to be something that's going to be very close from being finished. Like, what? Look at this. Looks like I'm an expert. And I think it shows a lot about the future of schools. This shouldn't be the way we grade students. It's just too easy now. It should be something else, something that comes from them. I don't know what exactly, but it should be different than this. I'm gonna go here, and again, just paste it. So I'll go up. I have 15 pages already. And I just need 4 more parts, and then we're good. I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing. It's working for me, so it's working. Let's check how many tokens is all of that. As I told you, the entire context window should be about 128,000 tokens. So there is something called tokenizer. And the tokenizer can tell us how many tokens we're using right now. About 13,000. So we still have 10 times more. So I think we're good. Up, do this, 7th part. I'm just gonna wait for it to stop. Perfect, let's go. It works like really well. I think I have 25 pages at the end in an hour with quotes of the papers that I didn't read, that consensus gave me. ChatGPT is the best for that, I knew it. I knew it would blow out the water. But I haven't used PDF so hard for a long time, where you put like 10 PDF inside, and he's like, okay, it's okay. It used to be much more buggy on that part. So what we have? We have this little guy, part 7, which is right here. And as we say in French, we don't change a winning team. So ain't no way I'm changing what I'm doing. I thought it would take me so long in terms of prompt engineering. I thought it would take so freaking long. Like I had to do some, like, you know, refining, had to use like some other stuff to keep it saved so that he understand that I'm gonna do multiple steps. Turns out that ChatGPT is like, oh no, that's fine, that's easy. Copy that, paste it, 8th part. I can build a SaaS that makes papers with Consensus API, ChatGPT's API, Sci-Hub API, I don't think it has an API. Then you just put your stuff, takes like, I don't know, like 30 minutes, and you have a paper, 20 pages paper. You can even build on top of it like an AI detector that pretends like it can detect AI, it cannot. And here you have it. So we have this. My friend's gonna freak out. She literally called me yesterday, she was almost crying. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I have the 25 pages you asked me to. So we already have the 20 pages that I needed to do, but I have 2 other parts and then we're good. So this, Control A, paste it here, 9th part, part number 9. It's very important to keep saying what's going on and what's the whole table of contents so that ChatGPT knows what it has to do, what it doesn't have to. No, why does it start? Let's prompt it again. You see, I knew at some point it would forget the beginning. Only extract the relevant quotes. Why it says 3rd? Okay, I need to pause. We're so close. Don't fail me, ChatGPT. 9th part. Send. The 9th part is about comparative analysis, EU multilateralism and US unilateralism. This we have it. But you didn't provide, it's the first time ChatGPT does this. Maybe now the context window gets too long. Provide the sources. Yes, hopefully it's going to be good enough. copy that. Actually, before copying that, I want to copy that. I won't make the same mistake. Okay, and now I can copy that. And just get rid of the beginning. All right, last part. Perfect. Considering the nine parts we just wrote and the table of contents for the 10th parts, write a conclusion. Is this even English to say that? This is where my French is like, yeah, that should be good. No, concluent. Conclusion, like the true PhD Harvard professor that you are. Because the introduction and the conclusion doesn't need any quotes, I think we can just do that. You know what? I feel fancy, and I'll say add one last section that truly opens up to a new perspective the reader didn't think about when reading my research question. I know my English is border. Like, no, it's not a new section like this. No. One last paragraph. Maybe it's the word section that got him excited. Perfect. So now I can copy that. He's going to write the nice last iteration. And now we have this. This is a heading 2, I think. Wasn't exactly like this, but it's fine. And here we have the final one. Boom. Copy and wait. Paste. Now I go back to the beginning, get rid of this, and we have, ladies and gentlemen, within 51 minutes, 26 pages double-spaced of the different approach between the European Union and the US approach regarding Iran in the last 20 years. 26 pages, double-spaced, I have to say. How many words is that? You just copy, and I'm going to be, hopefully it's like 5,000 something. 7,580 words, 52,000 characters. With the quotes, I'll still need to add the bibliography and all that stuff. Also read it. I should read it. Let's see like what's the last paragraph saying. Yet, as we reflect on the transatlantic strategies towards Iran, a deeper question emerged. What if the fundamental issue is not the method, multilateralism versus unilateralism, but the underlying assumption that Iran can be influenced primarily through external pressure or engagement? Both the EU and US have largely operated on the premise that altering Iran's behavior requires external leverage, whether through sanctions, incentives, or diplomatic isolation. However, the persistent resilience of Iran's policies suggests that future strategies might need to move beyond these traditional paradigms. Perhaps the real challenge lies in understanding and addressing the internal dynamics within Iran itself, where national pride, historical grievances, and regional ambitions are what is this word? Interwoven in ways that external actors have yet to fully grasp. This perspective calls for a more nuanced approach, one that considers not just the how the West engages with Iran, but also how Iran perceives and responds to the world. If that's not one big dunk into the university world, I don't know what it is. Should I call my friend? Let's call her up. She doesn't know that I said that today I would check how long it would take me to do like the first slides, the first parts of it. Hey, what's up?
Getting out from that work studying.
Yeah. Do you have just like 1 minute?
Yeah. Just a second.
Okay, I'm recording the YouTube video right now. I'll change your voice, don't worry. But I wanted to know how long it would take, and within 54 minutes, I wrote 25 pages. With the quotes and the table of contents.
No way.
Do you have your computer with you, so I can just send you
I
over?
do. Yes.
So
Insane.
let me just send it to you, and you tell me how it looks, at least on a first glance.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Well, yeah, me too. I didn't know how long it would take with the new ChatGPT, but turns out that it was much faster, much easier than I thought.
Wait, how long did it take you to do it?
54 minutes.
54 minutes. That's insane.
But I had to explain what I'm doing. But it wasn't the hardest part.
Genius. That's crazy.
But wait, check the document first.
Okay, true.
But I see some stuff I don't understand anything. Like the P5+1 framework of, apparently this is what they did. The formation of the E3 and later the P5+1 framework.
Oh yeah. I've done a different paper on this in like a negotiating course, so I know a lot about it.
Okay, cool.
Just the group of countries that were a part of the nuclear deal.
So just go through it, and yeah, I have introduction, and then 8 parts, and then a conclusion.
That's crazy. Wait, do you have all
The papers, yes, I do.
Yes.
I have them.
Wait, I'm going all the way down. Oh, it's not in here.
So no, I didn't add it inside the paper, but every time you have those weird brackets with, this is actually the paper.
Yeah, no, I get that. But like, if I want to check if something's...
I'm gonna send it to you, it's easy. This is the easiest part. Just go through the 25 pages, like quickly. Ugh.
My God.
Just like read the last paragraph. Read the last paragraph. I like the last paragraph. That's the only thing I read. You have a question? Yeah.
Yeah. When you wrote like the research question,
Yeah.
did it give you a good hypothesis, like more than one, or it didn't talk about it?
I have to read in the introduction. The paper aims to critically examine. Like you can read it here.
Wait.
It's like the second paragraph of the paper.
The differences between the EU and the US approaches to Iran, with a focus on the trade from 2002 to 2022.
It's 7,500 words, by the way.
You're crazy. It's great. I will go over it and I'll see how I can adjust it to to fit what I'm doing exactly. Oh wait, I wanted to read the last paragraph that you said was good.
Yeah, the last paragraph is pretty nice.
Yes. As we reflect on the transatlantic strategies toward Iran, a deeper question emerged. What if the fundamental issue is not the method? Multilateralism versus...
Unilateralism. Yeah. I know, it was also hard for me to say.
So the underlying assumption that Iran can be influenced primarily through external pressure or engagement.
How does it sound?
So good.
I sent you a Dropbox with all the papers, so you can check them.
I don't know, like, you're saving me, honestly.
All good.
How can I even thank you for that? That's insane.
Make that video go viral on YouTube, and then we're good.
Wait, so you when we talked yesterday, you recorded the...
I recorded it myself the entire time. Yeah. I wanted to show to people how to use Consensus, ChatGPT, and Sci-Hub.
Okay, amazing.
Don't worry. You won't be...
Ruben,
recognizable.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Truly, thank you so much.
Don't worry.
I
All
don't
good.
even know what
It was
to
quite
say.
fun actually to do. It was super fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish it was fun for me. Yesterday, I didn't even how do you say? I couldn't continue really. I'm just looking for stuff, and I didn't even write one paragraph since yesterday. So I'm not having fun, but I really hope like what you send right now is gonna help me.
So that's on
I'm
you.
so excited.
Actually, that's a good point. I wrote like 7,000 something words. You should like read through it, see if there is anything that sounds weird or any like additional quotes you could give. But I think it already started to do like a pretty solid job, I would say.
It's crazy. And also like I can't put the whole, no, I could do that. I'm thinking like maybe if I put the whole thing into the chat and I ask him like what could be the hypothesis. I don't know how to say that word in English.
Yeah. Well, with the introduction, yes. The entire page, what I would do, well, let me try it to do it. She asked me, what did you ask? Let me do
What
it
are
quick.
the research hypotheses? Like there's supposed to be more than one, at least 2 or 3.
Okay, so I just downloaded your Google Doc and I upload from the computer. I upload it as a PDF, what I just wrote. So the entire thing that ChatGPT just wrote. And I'm going to say, you are a PhD Harvard professor in foreign policy. And you want to say, what are the
3 hypotheses.
Yeah.
How do you say that word? I don't know how to say it.
Yeah. What are the 3 hypotheses?
Of this thesis.
Be precise and make them and find 3 that are completely different, right?
Yeah.
Hypothesis. Let's see. Wait, I probably have to say read this entire thesis. Just making sure. I want to see the reading documents. ChatGPT shows you when it reads documents. Okay, so I just have the 3 of them. I'm going to read it to you and put it inside the doc at the very end, okay?
Okay. Amazing.
So I just put it at the very end. So that's something you can send to your teacher, but I can read it to you. Hypothesis 1, the EU approach to Iran, rooted in multilateralism and diplomacy, is more effective. The other one is that the divergent strategies reflect something deeper about the Western alliance. And the third one is the fact that the US unilateral withdrawal had driven Iran closer to Russia and China. So that's 3 different hypotheses.
Interesting.
So here we have it.
Okay, I will go over everything and then I'll see how I can.
I'll send you the
Make it
recording anyway, so you can just
Yeah.
watch me
Yeah,
write the entire thing, and maybe it's gonna give you more context, okay?